Well, you know what they always say, third time is the charm. What's good is true Kingston, and this is going to be part 3 of unique fighting game mechanics. But you already know how I am about this stuff. I am a small channel, but I do have to say thank you for anybody that watched it. I did not expect either of those videos to hit 1,000 views, but they both did. So thank you for everybody that shared it, liked it, even just watched it. I appreciate that. But let's just get into part 3. I hope y'all enjoy this. Amane from Blazblue with Spiral. So Amane's a weird character in general. He has these freaking normals, like all his C or heavy normals, whatever you want to call it. They all have dead zones on them, but they can pull you towards them to keep the combo going. And he can whip you all over the place with it, like pull you behind him, pull you above him, pull you up to him. There's a lot of weird stuff he can do with it. But other than that, the main claim to fame is his drills, or as they call it, Spiral. So what the drills do, they pretty much have a stance where they charge up, and if you're getting hit by drill attacks, it'll amp up the power of his drill, and it'll do more damage. But this character has to be on this list because the character in a way is based around chip damage, because as the drill powers up, the chip damage on the drill goes up. So if you are at level 1 or 0, it doesn't really do anything special. Even level 2 drill isn't too crazy. Level 3 is ridiculous. Like if you block a fully charged level 3 drill, that's about probably 30% or a quarter of your health. If you use barrier to block, you're thinking, oh, I just use barrier. This thing can like one hit break your barrier. You have to like swinging, from what I understand, you have to go between barrier blocking and regular, so you're gonna either take a decent amount of chip and your barrier's gonna damn near be destroyed. But let's be lucky that Amane is not a very good character, but they have other things going for them, like they have multiple jumps and all this stuff, like 3 or 4 jumps they can do. So there's a lot to think about, but like I said, the character is not very good, but they're kind of universally hated. It's a toxic thing, because you get told, oh, I should be blocking. But if you got this character setting up a drill under you, then do another drill, and chip damage is unscaled, you might, maybe I should get hit. But then you might get hit to a situation where the drill is going to be right on top of you, and you're going to take more damage from the combo plus the drill. So I had to put Amane on the list just off of, I don't think I've really seen a character based around not hitting your opponent. It's more about chipping them, which chip is usually something you can go for, but it's not the goal of a character. So I feel like that was a sick ass idea. So Amane's on this list.
The nail biter. Keep an eye on this matchup. Winner.
Angel from King of Fighters with the Unchained series. So Angel is a weird character to begin with. She doesn't have any good way of getting past people that want to keep her away. She has really bad range. She has relatively bad anti-airs, but she has one move that starts, well, she has a bunch of moves that started, but she has a series of attacks called Unchained, and that's literally the whole character. So what Unchained is a Rekka. If you don't know what a Rekka is, it's a fighting game term we just use. It's for a move that you can't perform. This is the easiest way to explain it. Imagine you want to do a gut punch at somebody and then sweep them. But to gain access to that sweep, you can't just do that sweep when you want. You have to do the gut punch first. So that's how a Rekka is, but just imagine some characters have Rekkas with extra steps and different options. So if you want to go into the gut punch and then go into an overhead kick, you can do that as well, but you would have to still do that gut punch first. It's pretty much moves you don't have access to until you do the first part of them. So that's what Angel has, but the way they handled her, instead of just going raw into the Rekka, there's like 6 different options that can start them, and they can all be whiff canceled as well, except the finishers. So she has Unchained starters, and then Unchained circle, which is the middle attacks, and then the Unchained finishers, which are usually the end of the combo, but some of the finishers lead into extra attacks. They can end in knockdowns, so you can get mixed. They can end with more mix. Instead of knockdowns, you can get crossovers. You can kind of do what you want when it's time to go into the Unchained finishers. So I think for that, she is cool as hell. But then there's a special branch of Unchained, which is the special circle. And the Unchained special circle is pretty much just 3 feint attacks. You can go into an Unchained attack and then turn to a spinning backdash or spinning forward attack. and or you can just spin in place just to fake people out. And on top of all of this, when it comes to the way all of these Unchained attacks work together, is they can go one into another even if they don't connect. So you can whiff your attack, and Angel can keep whiffing. She can literally keep doing it. I love Angel. She had to be on the list. And she's the baddest girl in KOF. First things first, do not crucify me, because I don't have the match formulas down to play this character. I don't play the character in general. I don't play Guilty Gear Strive that often. This character has so much to go over, I can't possibly demonstrate all of it. And then there's RNG tied to it. Yeah, I'm just going to put some gameplay up and we're going to talk about this character. So Asuka is such a unique character. It reminds me, it kind of reminds you, if you ever played Blazblue, he will remind you a lot of 9 the Phantom. Imagine 9, but this is, in my opinion, imagine 9 but more difficult. I feel like Asuka is the answer to people saying, oh, Strive is too easy. It's like, oh, here you go, motherfucker, figure it out. This character is ridiculous. So if you don't know, he has a lot of stuff going on. If you look, he has a blue bar around his health bar. He has like a blue rectangle around it. And that means his mana is still up to some degree. As long as his mana is up, he takes less damage in general. But if your mana runs out, you go into like mana break. And then you take more damage from everything in general. Chip damage, all that is just higher. So you have to manage the mana gauge. And I mentioned all this before we get to the crazy part. Then he has stances, technically. He has 3 different test cases, they're called. And those decide what spells he's going to be able to cast. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of the character. The spells. So Asuka's has like 20-30 special moves. I don't know how to describe how this works. But basically he can throw spells at you. And the spells give him different effects. Like you see, he has the lightning cube, which hits like 3 times. He has a water cube, it hits once, but it kind of juggles. And he has the wind cubes that fly at like 3 different angles. That was like the 3 base cubes. And he has like one that combined of all 3 that moves very slow. He has staffs that can accelerate things and make them faster or slow them down. Staffs that create a black hole and pulls things into them. Then he has a staff that can like make it bounce across the screen instead of just going straight. So he has the staffs. Then he has buffs for himself where, okay, every time you use a spell, because you have to reload your spells, which using a spell and reloading a spell, if I'm correct, I think both actually cost the mana to do. I know using a spell definitely costs. And the problem is, if you have a spell in your, if you don't have a spell in your slot and you still do that move, you'll still get the animation, nothing will come out. So it just leaves you wide open as a sitting duck. So I gotta say, Asuka, sick as hell, hard as fuck to play. I can't, like I said, I can't go into all the spells. Those were the basics. I'll go into a few more. Like I said, he has the buff. He has a buff where it'll auto load. You have a spell that instantly gives you full spells into your slots. Then you have spells for teleportation, spells that guard break, then giant blast, unblockables, high, lows, DPs. There is so much insanity with the character going on. But like I said, I don't play him. It is way too much for me. I used to remember pro players on Twitter was like sharing formulas. I was like, oh no, I don't want to do math in a fighting game. So I was like, I'm not gonna play this character. But that's all I can really say on them. Like I said, it's way too much. I would say just go to YouTube and look up, like if you're like once you're done with this video, just go look up Asuka guide and you will see a full breakdown of what the hell people are got going on, so you can see all of his moves. Because there is way too much to cover in this section alone. I would have to make a full video on him separate. So what me bringing up math tells you Asuka had to be here.
I'm all there is of the most real.
Big band standing medium punch from Skullgirls. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what's so special about a medium punch? I'm like, oh, you don't understand. This medium punch isn't normal. It has a super tied to it, but the big thing about it is that his standing medium punch, you can hold the button and you can play music on it, literally. You can hold it out for like 20, 30 seconds, probably infinitely as far as I know. But you can hold it and then you can just start literally playing a song on that shit. as long as you know how to do it. And all the buttons have different keys on their freaking thing, or I guess notes, because it's a saxophone. So I ain't even gonna go into the full detail. I'm just gonna show you this.
It's super dynamic cooking time!
El Fuerte from Street Fighter 4 with Habanero Dash. So this character has a lot of weird stuff. He's a grappler that doesn't feel like one. He doesn't really have traditional command grabs that do a hell of a lot of damage. Like, they do more than normal grabs, but they're not crazy like most command grabs or anything. But none of them are like really quick either. He has command grabs that like go over projectiles or go under them, stuff like that. So what he has is a move called Habanero Dash, and this move is like a stance, but it's a moving stance. Like, he runs back and forth across the screen, and during that, there's like 6 different options. You can hop off of a wall, you can jump and go into a command grab, or jump go into a body press that can cross up. And just so you know, the body press and the running forward command grab both look the same. The only difference is a sound effect he doesn't make. He doesn't say anything when he does the command grab, so you have to listen to know which one he's doing. He has a command grab for when he's running backwards and flips on top of you, and he's twisty, which gives him Oki to do it all again. He has a hard knockdown that lets him do it all again. He has a random kick that just goes forward. I don't know the point of it, honestly, but he has that. Then he has a move when he runs backwards. He can jump up high towards the wall, and if he jumps at the wall and like touches it, he can kick off of the wall. And when he kicks off of the wall, then he can go for a command. He can go for a wall jump command grab or a wall jump body press. So it's weird. He's a weird kidder. Like, sorry to say, people hate him. Don't get me wrong. Like, I get why they hate him. It's nothing but knocking you down over and over and doing the same stuff. But he is unique in the realm of grapplers. If I ever get around to making a video about grapplers, I do want to, like, if I get into a video about unique grapplers, I'm definitely going to put him on it. But if you have suggestions for that, let me know. But that's all I really got to say about him. I think that's going to be the end of the video here. Let me know what y'all thought of this one. Like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. For this series, I might put a little break on it. I think 3 is good for right now. I do want to come back to it with more unique mechanics. But I do want to talk about characters so I can get more in depth on what the characters actually do. When it comes to what I talk about, like, I want to get into character archetypes. So, like, start with grapplers. I want to branch out to other games as well, but I'm going to stick with fighting games for now. I want to do grapplers are going to probably be first, and then I'll probably get to zoners and all that other stuff afterwards. But that's going to be it for me. True Kingston, and I'm out.